Hey, this is Jace with Popcorn Recap. Today we'll be explaining the movie 13 Ghosts. There are spoilers ahead, so consider yourself warned. If you enjoy our content, please be sure to like and subscribe. One of the few notable things about this film is the incredible set design. The architecture of the house in the film is one of the best I've seen in a horror movie. The ghosts themselves too. There's one in particular that still scares me to this day. I'm sure most of you will know which one I'm referring to. At the start of the movie, we see Cyrus with his team at a junkyard where he tries to catch a ghost with a strange glass contraption. His psychic assistant, Dennis, helps him out, but before he captures a ghost, a woman, Kalina, tries to stop Cyrus by saying, "You've got no right to play God." Her accompanied friend also tells Cyrus that he can't catch the 13th ghost without the right spells, but Cyrus scolds them. Dennis is suspicious of Cyrus because they have a deal of capturing 12 ghosts, not 13. Cyrus confirmed that it is the 12th ghost they're capturing, but there will be a 13th as well. They managed to catch the 12th ghost, but at the cost of Cyrus's life and that of many of his employees. In the next scene, a couple, Arthur and Jean, are chilling at home with their kids when the smoke detector goes off. Everyone evacuates except the wife Jean, and she ends up burning to death. 6 months pass after the fire accident. We see Arthur with his kids, Kathy and Bobby, and their nanny Maggie. They're having a conversation about how their place is too small for all of them. Then a lawyer comes to their house with a message from Uncle Cyrus. The lawyer plays a video in which Uncle Cyrus conveniently leaves his house for Arthur. He and the kids are very excited, and without hesitation they're already off to see the house. They arrive at the house, which is mostly made of glass, and there are weird inscriptions on the walls. At the door, they meet Dennis, the psychic who was helping Cyrus capture the 12th ghost. He's dressed as an electrician to fool the family so that he can enter the house. He tells them the electricity is out and needs to inspect the house. As they enter this beautiful yet eerie house, everyone is excited about their newfound fortune. Arthur advises his kids not to wander until he completes the paperwork with the lawyer, but everyone disobeys him and goes snooping around the house anyway. While everyone is distracted, Dennis sneaks into the basement to get the cash that Cyrus owed him. There he saw glass contraptions with ghosts inside them. The inscriptions we see on the glass wall are containment spells in Latin that keep the ghosts trapped within the glass walls. It seems that one can only see the ghost while using special glasses. He runs to tell Arthur that Cyrus has captured ghosts and used the house to contain them. He urges Arthur that they must leave now, but Arthur thinks Dennis is a little wacko. We see the lawyer going to the basement. We see him wearing the glasses and he starts teasing the ghosts. The lawyer finds a briefcase of cash that Cyrus hid. He grabs the briefcase of cash, but this causes automatic shifts in the house, causing some of the doors that trap the ghosts to open. One of the released ghosts, called the Angry Princess, slowly inches closer to the lawyer with a large knife, while the lawyer backs away. While the house shifts, one of the glass doors ends up cutting the lawyer in half. Hubris is a common theme in this movie. We see characters too confident in their pursuit of power or money that ultimately cost them their lives. We see Kathy go into a bathroom while the angry princess watches her. Luckily, Kathy is unable to see the ghost since she isn't wearing the special glasses. Bobby is using his scooter around the house with Maggie, but is separated during a house shapeshift. After a while, Arthur finds Kathy, but Bobby is nowhere to be found. Dennis tells him that there's no point because there's no way out now that the house has shifted the doors. Arthur persuades him to help look for his son anyway. Maggie asks, "Did the lawyer split?" Not realizing that yes, he did actually split, just not the way she thought. We see Bobby run into the ghost, the bound woman. He uses his scooter to get away. Bobby runs into another ghost with a half-burned face. Bobby calls her mom. Then Bobby screams when he sees the ghost of Cyrus. In the basement, Arthur splits them into groups. Dennis goes with Maggie while Arthur stays with his daughter Kathy. Dennis realizes the doors that kept the ghost trapped have been opened. He puts on the special glasses and gets spooked when the ghost called the Hammer slams his hammer up against the glass. Luckily, the ghost is still locked up while Maggie discovers the ghost for the first time. Dennis is spooked by a sudden premonition in which he sees his death. He was killed by the hammer. During their search, Kathy and Arthur find Bobby's belongings. Dennis and Maggie find out that the doors locking up the jackal are open. Dennis tells them that if the jackal is out, they need to just leave the kid behind. Kathy wears the glasses Bobby dropped and immediately screams. This ghost still haunts my nightmare. The jackal attacks Kathy and drags her across the hall. Arthur has no idea what's going on since he isn't wearing the special glasses. The jackal hauls Kathy up onto a wall and scratches her. Arthur comes over and tries to pull Kathy away, but the jackal doesn't let go until a lady named Kalina saves Kathy using a flare to distract the jackal. Kalina and Arthur drag Kathy away while the jackal is still chasing them. Luckily, a door separates the jackal from the group. Meanwhile, Dennis and Maggie are separated by glass doors. Dennis is wearing the glasses and tries to tell Maggie the princess is near her. Dennis directs Maggie how to move to avoid the princess. Kalina was the same lady who was against Cyrus's plans. Arthur asks, "Who are you, and how did you get here?" Kalina says she intended to free the trapped souls that Cyrus captured, and that she was able to enter during the shape-shifting of the house. She shows a book to him saying it was written by an astrologer named Basilius, who wrote it during a demonic possession. He wrote about a machine that could see into the future, and Cyrus built that machine. The house itself is the machine, designed by the devil and powered by the dead, she claims. After their discussion, they realize Kathy is gone. The house shifts again, and Dennis and Maggie are separated once more. Maggie now has the glasses, and sees a ghost called the Torn Prince hitting Dennis with a bat. Maggie tells Dennis how to dodge the bat swings. Luckily, a door opens and Dennis is able to escape. Later, Kalina, Arthur, Maggie, and Dennis finally find each other. The jackal comes out of nowhere and attacks Arthur and scratches him. They throw a flare at the jackal and escape all the other ghosts by entering a room. Kalina tells Dennis that this is all his fault since he's the one who helped capture these ghosts. Kalina asks Dennis if Arthur knows. Arthur is confused. Kalina tells Arthur that Jean, his wife, is the fourth ghost. Dennis helped Cyrus to capture her, but is very apologetic as he didn't know Arthur back then and was just doing it for the money. To save their lives, Kalina tells them the secret of the house. According to Basilius's book, there should be 12 spirits trapped inside, which represents the 12 black zodiacs. Those 12 ghosts were the firstborn son, the torso, the bound woman, the withered lover, the torn prince, the angry princess, the pilgrimess, the great child and dire mother, the hammer, the jackal, and the juggernaut. She tells them Basilius's machines require these 12 ghosts to bring life to Ocularis Infernum, the eye of hell. This eye can see everything, the future, the past. Having that type of knowledge would give the person who wields it a lot of power. I would personally use that to figure out the winning lottery numbers, but of course, Cyrus didn't need the fortune since he was already rich. Arthur asks, how many ghosts have been freed? 11, and the house needs 12, Kalina said. Arthur remembered that Cyrus had said something about the 13th. Kalina said, in order to stop the process, the house needs a willing life sacrifice, a ghost made up of love. She tells him this 13th ghost would be the one to essentially short-circuit the machine by leaping into the eye. She suggests Arthur be the one to sacrifice his life for his kids. Maggie and Dennis opposes the life sacrifice idea. Dennis thinks there's another way because his premonition earlier doesn't add up. Arthur asks Kalina to stop the machine no matter what happens to them. Arthur is determined to save his kids, so he comes up with an idea. Arthur and Dennis carry a glass door with them to protect themselves from the ghosts. Maggie and Kalina split up from them and head toward the center of the machine. Maggie sees a man coming toward her with a stick. Maggie screams, but Kalina hits her with a book, and Maggie falls. The man is Cyrus, and we find out he isn't dead, as Kalina removes her glasses and is still able to see him. Kalina and Cyrus deceived everyone. Kalina kisses Cyrus. Cyrus is upset with her as he looks for the spells. She gave him the spells and asked him if he's mad at her. We see Dennis pretty much sacrifice his life to save Arthur's by placing the glass door between him and Arthur. The Hammer Ghost and the Juggernaut come after Dennis. The Hammer Ghost and Juggernaut take turns hitting Dennis, and it's the Juggernaut who smashes Dennis's body against the corner of a wall. Cyrus tells Kalina to put the kids in the Ocularis Infernum. Kalina hesitates at first, but then agrees. Cyrus starts a recording, which has the spells, and we hear chanting throughout the house. Cyrus then traps Kalina, and uses the doors to smash her dead. Another character who dies in pursuit of power and is too prideful to see that Cyrus would do anything to achieve his goal, including killing her. The chants continue and the ghosts start to leave Arthur alone all of a sudden. Arthur sees his wife Jean and starts to cry. He tells her that he loves her and misses her, but she disappears as the spell chants are heard. Arthur then goes to the center of the machine where we see 12 ghosts standing on the 12 black zodiacs, and his kids are in the middle with a moving apparatus surrounding them. He has no other choice but to jump to the middle platform where his kids are. willing to sacrifice his life for them. Before he does, he sees Cyrus and realizes that Cyrus was alive this entire time, and this was all just a ploy for his family to come to his house. Cyrus concocted this plan because he wanted his own nephew, Arthur, to be the 13th ghost to complete the machine and open the Ocularis Infernum. Maggie was able to gain consciousness, and pulling the levers causes the machine to be destroyed. The spell chanting stops, and now the ghosts are freed from their enchantment. All the ghosts surround Cyrus and carry him toward the spinning Ocularis. They throw Cyrus's body at it, and we see him get sliced to pieces. While the Ocularis is still spinning, Arthur decides to jump into the Ocularis where his kids are to save them. Thanks to Maggie, the gears in the whole house have caused it to collapse. We see the whole house get shattered to pieces. All the ghosts are now set free, and we see them walking out of the house and into the woods. None of the ghosts have any interest in hurting the family anymore, since all they wanted was their freedom. Arthur and his kids are all alive, and they see Jean. She tells them that she loves all of them. The family hug. At the end, Maggie was like, "This is it for me. I'm on the first plane back to Newark. I am so sorry, family. Kathy, Bobby, ghosts. I'm sick of this nanny job. I've had it. This was not in the job description. I quit." Honestly, same. Thanks for tuning in to Popcorn Recap. We'll see you next time.